Good evening, everyone. Welcome back inside the Truman Center at SCC in Beatrice for tonight's MUDECAS Volleyball Championships for the A Division, Johnson County Central and Freeman. My name is Eric Hogan, Scott Strock with us. And Scott, we have seen these teams. You have seen these teams plenty. They have seen plenty of each other. We're not hiding anything. We're just looking forward to great volleyball tonight.
Absolutely. Not going to be any surprises. Teams very familiar with each other. For those of you that were with us earlier, you probably heard me say this will be the 9th meeting of these two teams in the last 2.5 seasons. They have played once earlier this year at a triangular over in Wilbur. JCC won that. Freeman won the first set. JCC won the second and third set. That's the only set JCC has dropped this year. You got a 10-0 JCC team and an 11-2 Freeman team. Both teams ranked in the top 10 in Class C2, and we're expecting a dandy.
It should be a lot of fun. Of course, JCC was in this championship against Freeman last year. The Falcons going for their 3rd straight MUDECAS A Division championship. And I know I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but I feel quite short standing on the court when the Freeman girls are out here to take their serves, because there is not a short one amongst them. 5'9", just barely gets you to the bottom of the barrel.
It does, and then you look across the other side of the net. You got 6-foot Harley Lubin. You got 6'3" Ashley Beatty. Yeah, we got size. This is a good C2 matchup, and as you said, Freeman looking for a three-peat. JCC looking for their first MUDECAS A championship since 2008. They won it back-to-back 2007, 2008, have been in the final since then but haven't come up with a victory. Freeman looking for a three-peat.
You take a look at the winner's bracket for this A division, and the whole thing has gone chalk. The 1 seed, the 4 seed, the 3, the 2, and then the 1 and the 2. And we had EMF and Tri-County. We had EMF beat Tri-County. So the 3 seed won 3rd place, and the 1 and 2 seeds are playing for first.
Yep, JCC swept Palmyra and Tri-County. Freeman had a little bit more of a challenge in the semifinal. EMF did take the 2nd set after Freeman had won the 1st. 3rd set was competitive towards late, and then Freeman went on a run late and ended up pulling that one out to get the matchup that we kind of all expected to have here in the Division A final.
We have a fantastic uniform matchup as well. Kudos to JCC. I mean, it looks more like the plain white, but I love the font and the coloring on the front. But on the back, you got just a little peek of it there. Multiple tiny little gray Thunderbirds across the back.
Yeah, the Thunderbird logos all across the back.
For JCC. For Freeman, the shoulder stripes are just too cool.
It's kind of the classic, almost the Penn State-ish look. Yeah. It's understated, but awesome.
Yeah, and the navy blue with white accents is just kind of classy and clean.
Absolutely.
That's just a great color scheme. Let's take a listen into our lineup for the players and coaches.
Players for the Freeman Falcons. The starters, a freshman number 3, Brendan Albert Moore. A senior, number 5, Alicia Johansson. A junior grade, Shiloh Woman. A sophomore number 14, Addie Otto. A sophomore number 18, Anderson Bartuni. A junior number 24, Rita Green. A starting overall number 17, a senior, Addison Pisani. The coaches, Lexi Holland, Jen Pisani, and Jess Ideas. And now from the JCC Thunderbirds. 5'17", number 1, Karen Bonilla. 5'9", number 5, Riley Romanville. 5'10", number 7, Holly Miller. 5'11", senior number 12, Harley Lewis. 5'7", sophomore number 16, Reese Carter. Number 16, senior number 17, Ashley Beatty. Jordan Romero, 5'8", sophomore, first and 5th. Coaches, Tim Hedger, Cody Franklin, Lee Phillips, and Anna Dyra. Ladies and gentlemen, volleyball.
So your lineups for both these squads: Brecken Albersdorn for Freeman, also Alicia Johansson, Shiloh Wallman, Addie Otto, Addison Kostanek, Aniston Bartunik, and Reagan Rennie for JCC. Charlyn Bobadilla, Riley Wellensek, Molly Weber, Harley Lubin, Reese Carter, Ashley Beathy. We'll see Sophia Schmidt in there as well. All right, enough talking about this thing. Let's go.
Let's do it.
MUDECAS A Division Championship. We play the best of 3, so getting out to an early lead and kind of getting out to a good start is paramount. The parents all sitting across the way behind the team benches. The student section's filling in on the near side. That's underneath our cameras as we watch it here on the JCC Striv channel. Thanks for joining us tonight. Marcus Shear and his Striv crew do a fantastic job. You'll put them up against anybody else in the state. We've got JCC on the right side of the screen in their white uniforms with the black and gold numerals. And, of course, all the little Thunderbirds there on the back. And Freeman in their navy tops and bottoms with the white numerals and the white shoulder stripes as well.
Yeah, Eric, the only thing I'll say, the one little thing about this tournament, I've been petitioning for years for the A final to be best of 5 sets.
Best of 5?
I mean, it's so good. I just want more every year.
We have seen some incredible volleyball from this tournament over the years, and expecting nothing less as we get ready to start this one up. Kostanek comes in, the libero for Freeman. She's in the white jersey, and the libero, Sophia Schmidt, in the lineup to start things up for JCC in the red jersey. It will be the Thunderbirds to serve it first with Harley Lubin, the senior. And we will get set and get going from the Truman Center in Beatrice. And an ace right out of the gate for Lubin.
Yeah,
You mentioned the last game, it felt like, hey, maybe this could be like a state tournament type game. This one might be state tournament type loud.
Absolutely. Well, and you're looking at 2 teams who are expecting to be hosting a district final later this year and making a trip to Lincoln.
On the outside, the hitting attack, but goes long for Elisa Johansson. And a quick 2-0 lead. It doesn't seem right still, but Lexi Holland was just in this game not that long ago, the head coach of the Freeman Falcons, giving some encouragement to her squad. Far side again, another big swing. This one goes off the block, but JCC keeps it alive somehow. Tip it again off the solo block that time. Johansson one more. Near side, Beathy got it into the net, couldn't clear, and the first point for the Falcons.
Well, you can see the part of the Freeman game plan is going to be to get Johansson going early. She averages just shy of 4 kills a set as their leader with 109 kills this year.
Bartunik on the serve for the Falcons, drops a knuckleball over there. And on the little backside slide that time, a good attack for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, let's give props there. Great serve receive from the libero, Sophia Schmidt. Put Wellensek right in position to run the middle, and Weber hammered it home.
Weber with the kill and back to serve for the Thunderbirds, but into the net. So a couple service errors both ways, kind of some early serving nerves
out.
Yeah. And sometimes you got to get that first couple swings in there as well.
Absolutely.
So back to serve is Johansson for Freeman. Drops a good one into the back row. Setting up Beathy, goes cross court, and Ashley able to terminate. And it's a consistently tall lineup for Freeman, but nobody goes 6'3" like Ashley Beathy on the Freeman side.
Absolutely, and if JCC stays in system, they're tough to stop. If Wellensek has options when she's setting the ball, they're tough to stop.
Good push to the back row, and it goes down for Reagan Rennie, the junior for Freeman. Falcons back within 1. Addie Otto back to serve for the Falcons, a sophomore. And drops in an ace. Boy, that drop serve right over the net and fell off the table.
I wasn't sure that one was going to get over the net. Just cleared the tape and then dropped. So we're at 4 apiece early here in set 1.
By the way, kudos for both squads bringing the cheer teams along for the A Division Championship as well.
Yeah.
Cross court and got it right on the line from the back row. What a swing and kill that time.
Good job by Harley Lubin. So that's Lubin's first kill. She's also got an ace to her credit so far. That's going to put Ashley Beatty into the back row serving for the Thunderbirds.
And a 6-rotation player is Ashley. They're not going to sub her out.
Her and Lubin are probably their two best passers, too, in the back row. And they will utilize Beatty, especially on the back row attack.
Good serve from Ashley, just a bump, and then a push back over. Opportunity here for the Falcons from the left side. Set it up, and off the block, and it's a stuffed back there by Shiloh Wallman. Point Falcons tied up at 5.
Yeah, great job by Wallman there. She got a little bit of help from Rennie, but they closed that off on Lubin. She tried to use the block. They just shoved it right back.
Wallman goes back to serve for the Falcons as well. Takes the run at that one. Good pass back to the middle. Quick set in the middle, and it's Bobadilla. Puts it down for the Thunderbirds.
And I will say, any offense JCC gets out of Bobadilla is a bonus.
Yeah.
She doesn't kill a lot of balls. She plays pretty good defense, pretty good blocker. When she generates even a kill, maybe 2 in a set, those are bonuses.
Well, big bonus right there. That one looked.
It was a nice swing.
Perfectly in system right there. But the service error goes in as Schmid hits the net on the serve. So we're tied up again at 6. Neither team able to make an early run here in this first set. Probably expecting this to be close throughout. Rennie back to serve for Freeman. Thunderbirds set it up back row for Beatty, and unable to get it back up front was Kostanek. Got it too far over on the overpass, and it ends up out of bounds.
Beatty's second kill. I'm a little surprised, and I don't know if it's by choice. Let's notice Freeman kind of targeting Lubin on serve receive. I'm not so sure she isn't JCC's best serve receiver.
Oh, big swing on the quick set for Johansson, and an emphatic point for the Falcons.
Yeah, and there again you see when Freeman's in system, when they drop that ball on top of Bartunik and she can get Johansson on the quick, really tough to stop.
That is going to be a nightmare for not just the Thunderbirds tonight, but everybody else throughout the season.
Yeah, targeting Lubin again.
Yep, good pass from the back row. Harley goes for the attack. Little opportunity here for the Falcons into the block. Now pointed to net, little quick dump over there. Back row attack that time. Good dig up by Schmid to keep it alive. And then cross court. What an off-balance shot from Lubin, but got all of it to put it down for the point for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, if we end up getting a replay, she's leaning left, and then sharp cross court with authority.
That is some there is athletic timing and ability at its foremost right there. That was impressive.
And that's a gal who's been to state 3 years in a row and shot in discus also.
Multi-sport. And JCC called out of rotation.
Typically when it's the serving team, you think maybe the setter left their position a little early to get in a hurry to get to the front row. Coach Hedger just asking for some clarification. But it looks like Wellensek is in the front row, so she shouldn't have been moving.
Not really an argument from Coach Hedger, just like you said, wanted to.
Looks like he went and got the lineup there double checking here.
Yeah.
So it looks maybe like Reese Carter, number 16, was out of position for JCC.
So the point does go to Freeman. 8-8 our score, and the Falcons on the serve with Bartunik. Freeman has had some strong serves so far. I've definitely gotten got JCC out of system, and a great tip shot, the off speed up front that time for Otto. Addie Otto, one of the sophomores. As you see, drops that one over and got it right on the line. First pass, not a great one, so good opportunity. Freeman here from the back row attack. That was Otto.
Great dig by tried to throw it deep.
And now a joust kind of at the net. Wallman again from the left side. Now Beatty going to get a swing. Quick set, quick dump. Beatty blocks it back.
Tips all around lately.
Yep. Beatty finally with a swing, and that's going to go out in a point, JCC. All of those little tiny tip shots back and forth, back and forth. Finally, Beatty gets one, got her feet underneath her, able to power one down.
Ashley's third kill ties things up at 9 here fairly early in set 1. That sends Molly Weber back to the service line.
It makes me nervous for my throat if I'm yelling this loud in the first part of this set. And what a great shot. Well, we had a beautiful shot at that. Addie Otto just moved off of the pin just like a swan gliding across the pond and had nobody in front of her when she took that shot.
Yeah, when you've got attacker versus no block, I like the attacker odds.
I could be the attacker if there's no block. I can't slide like that, though. That was fun to watch. Beatty goes cross court. Good up there by Johansson. Tip at the net, just a little too high. Rennie couldn't get a fingertip on it. Point JCC.
Well, just as we expected, back and forth, back and forth. I don't think either team scored more than 2 in a row so far. That's number 11 checking in for JCC, Angel Buchanan. She's a sophomore. She'll come in and play the opposite. She'll play that right side spot across the front row, and then you'll have Reese Carter come back in and play the back row. Quite a few. I think that's 4 service errors on JCC here in this first set.
Otto back to serve for Freeman again. Drops a good one and an ace in there. Went right after Sophia Schmid, and Sophia couldn't quite handle that one. I tell you what, the Freeman drops on these serves have just been really, really good.
And that's Otto's second ace. And she's targeting.
Yep, went right at Schmid again. Beatty got a nice run at that one, but a good up from the back row.
Yeah, there was a good block touch by Wallman.
Now Schmid gets one up and an attack there for Beatty, but a roll shot is blocked by Wallman.
Shiloh's got 2 blocks here early on.
And just when we said nobody's had more than 2, it's 3 in a row for Freeman and a timeout for JCC. So let's take a look at this last point as Beatty just goes for the roll shot and Wallman sitting on it and nobody home for JCC's defense.
And I guarantee you when they get into that huddle, Coach Hedger and Coach Franco are going to tell Beatty, when you've got that and you're just hitting a down ball, there's no reason to hit that 2 inches over the net.
Right.
Take the block out of play, get it 6-8 inches, so if the block's up, you can use their hands. If the block's not up, it's going to go deep anyway.
Right.
It's not a tip. She wasn't trying to just dunk it over. Don't put it just above the net.
Yep. Just a little misfire there from your 6'3 senior, but the score remains at 13-10. Freeman on the serve, and this is Addie Otto doing the serving on back-to-back points and looking for another here for the Falcons.
Yeah, and I've got Shiloh Wallman with 8 blocks on the season. She's got 2 halfway through this set.
2 blocks in the first 13 points for the Falcons here.
Yep. Well, right now I've got them 2 block points. They've gotten 4 points on service errors, so they're capitalizing on any mistakes JCC makes.
And Otto serves that one into the net.
Our string of coaches' timeouts continues.
The coaching has been fantastic. If you could get unlimited timeouts, no one would ever go on a service run.
So Beatty will rotate into the back row now. So you got both Beatty and Johansson in the back row on opposite sides of the net. Ooh.
And that one off the top of the tape. On we play. Oh, the serve wasn't great, but great recovery there from Johansson. That was not for her, but she ended up getting it. And then on the overpass, out of bounds. Good swing by Harley Lubin from the left side of the offense for JCC and able to pound it all the way down for an overpass out of bounds.
Boy, you mentioned Johansson getting that up on the set that was for – that's just hustle.
Oh,
There's no reason for her to be there other than she's hustling and following the ball.
Yep. Thunderbirds down 1. Now they're down 2. Another good swing over there on the far side, and that was 24. That was Reagan Rennie, the junior, who the previous set was for her, but she couldn't get to it.
Yep.
And that was when Johansson came flying in there.
So Rennie's got 2 kills now Freeman back up, 2, Wallman serving.
Thunderbirds on the receive, set it up for Beatty in the back row, misfired it long. Seemed like it was in system, just maybe a little bit slow with the jump that time.
And I wonder if Freeman is targeting Lubin in serve receive to make it more difficult for her to attack. Because like I said, she's one of the 2 best serve receivers we have, but it makes it more difficult for her to be part of the attack then.
Well, they got an ace out of it that time there from Wallman, and Freeman's up by 4 again, 16-12. Biggest lead of the set.
3rd ace for Freeman, 1st for Wallman.
Couple of them for Otto in that run previously. And going right at Schmid that time. Oh, a bump set for Beatty in the back row, just punched up. Freeman will roll it to the back. Opportunity Thunderbirds. Set it, Lubin, left side, got it down. Through the block and down for Harley Lubin. A needed kill there, and a little bit of momentum back for JCC.
I was just going to say, if you're a Thunderbird fan, you needed a side out there in the worst way. Sends Sophia Schmid back to the service line.
And we got to make sure I say it right. Schmid,
right.
Not Schmidt.
It is.
There is no T on the word. I'll just say Sophia. How about that?
There you go.
Tip shot over. Now an opportunity for the Falcons. Johansson puts it down.
I think that was actually Albers-Dorn.
That was Brecken Albers-Dorn.
That's her first kill. She's just a freshman.
Just a freshman, but she was in the starting lineup for the Falcons.
They don't have her height listed, but she's one of the tallest players on the Freeman team. She's just a freshman.
Bump set for Beatty in the back row. Now an overpass opportunity here for the Thunderbirds. Oh, but not a great set. Got Lubin way off the antenna, and she puts it into the antenna. It was a good recovery, I felt like, there for JCC. Just couldn't do anything with it, and Coach Hedrick's going to take a second timeout. We will step aside as well. Freeman up 18-13 in set 1 of the MUDECAS A-Division Championship.
As a community bank, it's important for us to support, educate, and to serve our communities. Giving back is part of our culture. It's built into our client model. We do more here by sponsoring, donating, volunteering, and being active participants in the communities that our employees call home.
Eric Allgood, Scott Strock, and the rest of the Johnson County Central Striv crew on hand. 7th year that JCC has been part of, 7th or 9th? 9th year, I think, for volleyball, actually, that the JCC Striv crew has been a part of the MUDECAS Volleyball Tournament. This winter will be 10 basketball tournaments that they've been a part of, and it's been a fun partnership for the JCC Striv program and the MUDECAS Tournament Association to put on these, and the streak continues, Scott. Every time there's a coach takes a timeout, service error right away.
Yeah, and we're getting later into this first set. If you're JCC, you'd like to close this lead down a little bit, get it to 1 or 2 by the time you're hitting the red zone with Reese Carter serving.
That one punched a little close to the net. Opportunity maybe for the Thunderbirds. Joust, that one hung on the net for a second. Now cross court, Albers-Dorn stuffed back. Big block that time for Molly Weber.
Weber with a big block there. JCC needed it. And, you know, we've talked a little bit about JCC having a few errors. To be fair, Freeman's caused a lot of those. Their serving's been really tough. They're not letting anything go down easily, and they are taking advantage every time JCC has a misstep. That hit the antenna.
It sure did. That was Alicia Johansson, the senior, off the antenna. Point JCC, that's 2 in a row. Timeout Lexi Holland and the Freeman Falcons.
So do we just give Freeman a point now coming out of the timeout?
Yeah, just make it 19-16 and let Freeman serve now. No. Busy week if you're a Thunderbird, Scott. Homecoming week, there's all sorts of activities. Marcus doesn't sleep this week,
we had a cross-country meet at home today.
Yeah.
Junior high volleyball was at home today. I was supposed to ref that game until Marcus called and said he wanted me to come work down here.
And you said, well, that's fine. I'll do that.
I'd rather do this. I don't get yelled at as much here, at least not till I get home.
Right.
Tomorrow we've got the parade. We've got homecoming match. So it's been really busy. I know the golf girls played. I don't know where they played, but they played yesterday or today. So, yeah, it's been a busy week. And then Marcus, I don't know how he keeps it all straight. He broadcast junior high and JV football on Monday, and then has been setting all this up for this week. He took pictures for the Beatrice newspaper Tuesday night down here.
And if you ever want a treat, find Marcus Shear on Twitter or Instagram and find his photography page and make sure that you follow it. I love his photo recaps from the events too. Those are just the best. Big swing out of the timeout there for Freeman, and it's not a service error, but it is 19-16, and Freeman serving again.
Albersdorn with her second kill.
Addison Kostanek on the serve for the Falcons. Cross court and in. Nice swing that time. Harley Lubin got one down for the Thunderbirds.
Lubin the first to 5 kills in the match.
Brings the Thunderbirds back within 2. And Lubin back to serve. Far side, that one hit the antenna again. I think it missed long anyway, but back-to-back attacks on that far side, hitting the antenna for Addie Otto.
And that was a great first contact on the serve receive by Reagan Rainey. It's just the swing from Otto went wide into the antenna.
And a little tip dunk. How about Beathy stuffing it back? Would not let Bartunek just kind of backhand flip that thing over. Beathy was waiting on that and stuffed it back down.
She was, and just as I was in the midst of praising Rennie for her serve receive the last time, this time a little too close, tight to the net. Another tough serve from Lubin has Freeman out of system.
Opportunity Thunderbirds. Quick set on the slide, but out of bounds on the attack. That was an interesting, it looked like a slide, but it actually, the set basically went straight up.
It did.
And then the attack moved more to the right. Bartunek on that serve. Here come the Thunderbirds into the block and down. A nice swing again. Molly Weber hasn't had a ton of opportunities, but it feels like she's made the most of them when she's gotten them.
She has 2 kills now and a block for Molly. We're tied at 20, and now she rotates into the back row to serve.
High hands on that block. Beathy gets one. A little fadeaway shot, and it's good for Beathy. Boy, that
was
extra
Dirk Nowitzki-esque.
Yep.
The step back fadeaway.
Step back, even had the foot kicked out a little bit there, I think. And JCC back in front, late stages, set 1. Pass up in the middle, shot is down and good. Alicia Johansson takes the quick set in the middle and puts it away for the Falcons. Now we're tied up at 21.
Yeah, when they get a good first contact and can run that quick to Johansson, that is a high percentage play for Freeman.
Very much. Johansson back to serve now and puts it into the net. Another service error, and JCC with the advantage.
So that's at number 11, Angel Buchanan, checking in for JCC. She'll play the right side, opposite or right side, whichever you prefer. Oh, that's long.
And serve goes long.
Well, we trade service errors again. Now Otto back she's got 2 aces tonight.
Drives one hard at Schmid. Gets it up enough. Beathy with a big swing. Overpass opportunity again for Freeman. Quick dump is played though by Freeman. They keep their heads about them. Set it up for Beathy. Again, the fadeaway. Right side attack finds the spot for Shiloh Wallman. And Freeman is up 23-22.
Really smart shot from Wallman there. Knew she had a big blocker in front of her. Just went kind of roll shot cross court and found the empty patch. That's her first kill.
Otto on the serve. It's a good one again. Set it up. Beathy just pushes it over. Opportunity Falcons. Far side. Down. Albersdorn puts it down, and it's set point number 1 for Freeman.
So a few mini runs here late. JCC went 3 or 4 points to take the lead. Freeman 3 or 4 points right back, and now they're at set point.
Adiato for the set. Goes to Schmid. Beatty puts it down. 24-23.
Ashley says you can't have it just yet. We're going to make you work a little harder. She picks up her 5th kill. So Beatty and Lubin both have 5 kills for JCC. On the Freeman side, Albersdorn, Johansson have 3. Rennie has 2.
Beatty back to serve. Still set point number 2 for Freeman. Far side, Albersdorn, good up. Opportunity for JCC, just bumps it. Falcons quick set. Good block up there by Bobadilla. Albersdorn blocked back again. Point Thunderbirds.
Huge block there from Angel Buchanan, sophomore that had checked in for JCC. And we're tied at 24. Freeman's going to call their second timeout, Eric.
We are going to stay here. This is fun volleyball, back and forth. Let's take another look at this one. The timing of the jump just perfect, and pushing it back down for Buchanan.
Boy, you saw Coach Hedger and Coach Franklin for JCC awful fired up to see the sophomore step up with a big block at a big time.
Yeah, just a crucial moment to make sure you can extend this first set. And again, we're playing the best of 3, but we might be here for a while anyway. We said that as well in our B Division championship that was won, or the, I guess it was the A Division 3rd place game.
Right.
That was won by EMF over Tri-County. We had some long rallies.
And we had bonus volleyball both sets.
So we'll
all
keep
the
going.
A Division medal games have been extra points, all the sets so far. And you know, when it's this high level, I'll take it. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, good volleyball. So much fun to watch. JCC breaks their huddle and will send Ashley Beatty back to the service line. We're at deuce in set 1. Beautiful serve off the antenna on the receive. And now it's set point JCC.
Yeah, if you're a Thunderbird fan, that was a perfect time for Beatty to come through with her first ace to go with 5 kills.
And back there again. Late shift from Kostanek. Then she moves back towards the middle and gets the receive. Cross court. Good up by Schmid. Opportunity, Beatty puts it down. Set 1 to the Thunderbirds. What a rally at the end after facing 2 set points for Freeman. JCC rattles off 4 straight to take the first set 26-24. Woo! And one more look at that. Beatty off the top, and none able to get to it was Kostanek.
You know, it was going to be close to whether that back row attack was going to be wide, but it was close enough that if you're Kostanek, you can't just let it go. She had to make a play on it.
We will step aside here and get ready for set number 2 after this on the JCC Striv channel.
What is your favorite part of doing business with Big Bank?
We don't do business with Big Bank anymore. You said we didn't fit your model.
Show them why you think of that, Bessie.
Tecumseh Federal Bank is big enough to serve all your banking needs, but not too big to serve you.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the following silver sponsors: Community Insurance Group, Hasselback Pharmacy, Spring Creek Agency, State Bank of Table Rock, Kerner Ace Hardware, Tecumseh Animal Clinic. Thank you to all our JCC Striv sponsors who help make these broadcasts possible. We couldn't do it without your support.
JCC takes set number 1 over Freeman, 26-24. We saw some great plays, including that attack there by Harley Lubin for the Thunderbirds. Ashley Beatty had a bunch of kills, and we saw, tell you what, Beatty had a bunch of kills, but I was really impressed. Freeman dug her pretty well,
They
too.
really did.
And I think that's going to be something that if Freeman's going to continue to be right there, they're going to have to continue that digging percentage, if you will, against Ashley Beatty, because there's going to be plenty of attempts at that, and the more times you just get it up, the better chance you're going to have of keeping yourself in this.
Absolutely, and I think you're going to see Freeman continue to try and put pressure on the JCC serve-receive, try and keep JCC out of system, and then as often as Freeman can get a good first touch, I think a lot of time you're going to see Bartunek trying to find Johansson when she can.
Yep. She also went to Albersdorn, the freshman, a few times there late in that first set.
Yeah.
So JCC still has only dropped the 1 set all year, that to Freeman earlier this.
Yep, over in Wilbur.
In Wilbur, and during the triangular. How about Wilbur hosting that, and then all the talk is about Freeman and JCC.
And poor Wilbur, they're down a little bit this year. They just got pounded twice
Yeah.
by Freeman and JCC that night.
So Bartunek will serve it first for Freeman here in the second set. Best of 3, do or die if you're Freeman. Overpass on the first serve receive, and the Falcons somehow keep it alive. Quick dump, then they again, on we go. The pushover and down. How about that play out of the gate from Alicia Johansson?
Boy, I'm not sure how the Falcons kept that ball off the floor. That was great hustle. Oh, I'm glad they caught it. We had a penny rolling out towards the floor from the Freeman student section.
All is well. We're okay. Everyone's safe. Beatty on the swing. Got a good touch at the net for the Falcons. Near side, Otto goes down the line against Schmid. Back to Beatty, left side. And just an up that time. Kind of took one off the shoulder, did Bartunek. Beatty again, and the overpass goes out. Boy, 3 different attacks, and you saw it right there. First 2 times, got at least enough to get up, but the last one, Beatty able to terminate it.
Well, and boy, give Bartunek credit. Boy, did she sit in there and take one.
Right.
And may not have been the prettiest up you've ever seen, but it got up and the play continued. Oh.
And then a bad service off the bottom of the net for Weber, and a point for Freeman. So 2-1 Falcons early going here in the second set. Johansson back to serve for Freeman. Johansson fires one to the back row. Now a little tip at the net. Beatty just bumps it over. Opportunity Falcons. Set it up far side. And, well, JCC gets it up. Back at this. Tip shot in the middle. On we go. Got it to Beatty even. Wow. We're just one-handed punching this ball. And a net violation on the Thunderbirds ends that rally.
Whew. I think both teams have served notice here in this second set that nothing's going to be easy.
No.
Don't assume any ball is down until a whistle is blown.
That serve misses wide from Johansson. Point back for JCC. It's now 3-2.
So Wellensek, sophomore setter, back to serve for JCC. That's the second service error on JCC already in this set.
4-2, Freeman on top. Otto with the serve. Beatty left side off the block and down. Point, Thunderbirds.
Beatty's got 8 kills now. Give Sophia Schmid credit there. Perfect pass on serve receive.
And she's got 2 of those kills in the set, but she's probably got, 6 good swings already in this set, too. And there's a good swing back. Reagan Rennie got that one down for Freeman.
Yep, used the hands of Bobadilla there. Tooled the block for her kill. Rennie's got 3 kills now.
5-3 our score. Schmid on the serve receive. Beatty from the back row, another good swing and another kill for Ashley Beatty.
Yeah, and that's not unexpected. Beatty averages 6 kills a year on the season, and that's while hitting .403 on the season.
Yeah. Does she have college interest yet?
Yeah, I've heard she's going to Midland, where her sister played.
Okay. A little overpass here. Opportunity Freeman. They go with a quick dump, though. And now the near side for Lubin to the back row. Albers-Dorn gets a big swing, but stuffed back by Buchanan. And then a little misplay in the back row for the Thunderbirds.
Johansson picks up her 5th kill on the play. You know, I got to say something. I can't tell you how impressed I am with Brecken Albers-Dorn, the freshman for Freeman. And not just that she's had some kills, how athletic she looks attacking for a freshman.
Roll one off the top. Harley Lubin's like, I don't need the fastball right now. I just need good placement.
I think Lubin's one of those that you would say hits a heavy ball. She's not a skywalker. She doesn't jump clear out of the gym, but everything just has a little force behind it.
She gets that serve, or excuse me, that was Carter on that serve.
God, there's Albers-Dorn again with a nice swing.
And this time nearly an overpass, but a perfect redirect right at the net by Bartunek, and the setter gets the kill.
Yeah, Bartunek recognized that she was front row. That ball was just right up in net, slams it down with her right hand, her first kill. Freeman back out to a 2-point lead.
By the way, you could just barely see the Freeman student section has filled in. The softball girls are here in uniform as well. Off the top of the block, opportunity Falcons. That one was close to the net and ends up on the side of JCC. Well, that was just like a pass that was not very good, and I think Freeman Kasonic tried to just flip it back, and it ended up going forward, and nobody was there for JCC.
Lubin had kind of come over and thought it was going to be a joust, and Kasonic got just enough of a touch that it went down. She gets another kill. Or Bartunek, sorry.
A little mistime on the jump here. Opportunity from the back row. Too long. Tried to get Rennie out of the back, but missed that back end line just a little bit. Freeman's lead down to 2, 8-6 here in the second set. JCC came roaring back at the end of the first set to win it, 26-24. Quick set, Johansson in the middle, but a great up. The Thunderbirds keep it alive. Set it up far side for Otto. Now Beatty off the block. A push to the back corner. What hustle! Rennie got to that one. Otto rolls it over. On we go.
What a rally.
Beatty, tip shot. And again dug up by Rennie in the back. Otto again, that one to the net.
I think maybe a little fatigue might have set in there. Wow, what a rally on both sides. I couldn't believe that Carter got a piece of that swing by Johansson, and then Schmid was close enough to keep it alive.
8-7, Freeman on top, overpass on the serve receive. And just a little tip shot that time from Weber. So opportunity Rennie. Beatty actually tips it up from the front row, gets the attack then, and Freeman called for a net.
They're going to get Johansson in the net there. That'll credit Beatty with her 10th kill.
Tied up at 8.
And you've seen you mentioned there Weber kind of tipping. The connection between Wellensek and Weber hasn't been on tonight for JCC. If things are going to go well for them as the season goes on, they need a little more production out of Molly Weber, but part of it's just been the connection isn't there tonight.
And a pass that was a little close to the net, and then over the net, the reach is called against Beatty. Point Freeman.
They're saying that
we're going to take another look at this and see the reach.
Oh, that's a bad call. I'll say it.
I don't know about that one. She's got big hands, I'll give you that.
Yep.
And that's the best way to respond, is to go get the point.
Absolutely.
And it's from Molly Weber.
So Weber picks up her third kill, and we're tied at 9. She rotates the back row. Now, she's had maybe 3 service errors tonight, so JCC like to see a little more production at the service line.
That was a good serve that time. Good up there from the back row as well. Beatty, left side attack. I don't think that ever cleared the net.
I don't think so
either. And a point for Freeman.
Yeah, I would call that an attack error rather than a block.
Back to serve, Alicia Johansson, one of the seniors for the Falcons.
They're actually going to sub in Hayden Schaaf here.
Yep.
She's going to come in and serve for Johansson. I've seen them do that a couple times this season. I don't know if it's a Schaaf serving or a Johansson a little bit of a break thing, or maybe a bit of both.
Beatty tip shot at the net, but is stuffed by Rennie. Reagan Rennie had to hang in the air to get that one and down, because Beatty is not small when she gets off the floor.
No, she did a nice job.
That's a really nice job by Rennie. 2-point Freeman lead, trying to get back hit in this second set. Beatty stuffed once, going to get a roll shot this time. Quick set. Schmid gets a good up, gives the Thunderbirds an opportunity here.
Good back row swing from Lubin.
Yes, and now the Thunderbirds trying to get something going in the middle. Bobadilla.
Timing was off.
But they get a free ball out of it. Try it again. Near side, Beatty. Got it. Oh, was that almost like a knuckleball or like a changeup on a full-handed swing?
Yeah, I don't know if she did that on purpose or it was a slight mishit.
But yeah, it was Schaaf who was just caught, like just knees buckled in the back row.
It was. So that's 11 kills for Beatty. But as you mentioned earlier, Freeman is making her work for everyone. They're getting a lot of block touches. They're digging a lot of balls. She's not used to working this hard.
And out on the ace serve for the Thunderbirds. Beautiful job there.
That was Wellensek. She leads the Thunderbirds in aces on the season.
And nearly draws another one there. Far side, Rennie gets the tip shot over, and then Reagan called for the net. Too much momentum going forward that time, and
across
a point
the
for the
center
Thunderbirds.
line, yep.
12-11, Thunderbirds back on top.
Back and forth we go, Eric.
Wellensek on the serve again. Drives a good one back right at Kostanek and just gets a bump over. Opportunity, Thunderbirds. Beatty, got it. Boy, the block was way slow to develop. Ashley had a wide open lane. Could have taken that anywhere and able to paint that cross-court pass perfectly.
And give a lot of credit to the service pressure from Wellensek. It's put Freeman out of system the last 3 plays.
That one misses long, so a point back for Freeman and a 1-point Thunderbird lead.
Now this is Brenna Harms. She's a freshman into the game for the first time to serve.
Pass a little close to the net, and then, wow, somehow that was an up from both squads. And down the line, though, miss hit by Wallman. When Wallman hit that thing, I thought there was nobody home for JCC, and then suddenly the ball comes back up.
So it looks like,
I take that back. We've got a point JCC here. I believe Freeman was called for in the net. So point Thunderbirds, 14-12 JCC. Cross court. Beatty just bumping it. Lubin will roll it over. Quick set. The timing wasn't great, but it was just enough for Rennie.
not pretty but effective. Rennie was able to use the hands of Buchanan, gets herself a kill. She's got 4 now.
Shiloh Wallman back to serve. One more rotation, I think, will put Johansson back in the front row for Freeman as well. She's been kind of quiet here in this second set. Thunderbirds lead by 1. Lubin sets up, goes cross court. Quick set in the middle, put it down for Rennie.
So that's her 5th kill. She and Johansson both have 5 for Freeman.
You can definitely tell Reagan Rennie really likes that quick set right in the middle. And in system, it's very difficult to defend.
Yeah, and when you get it, you're almost always one-on-one. At worst, you're one-on-one, and hitters love that.
This a farther set back for Beatty. Freeman keeps it up, but it's just a pushover, so opportunity Thunderbirds. Oh, the back set wasn't great, though. Now on the slide, the bump down. What a block. Lubin got up for that. Boy, they set up the slide for Rennie perfectly, but she kind of mistimed that jump just a little bit. Actually just kind of flipped it, and Lubin was there to put it back down for the Thunderbirds. JCC by 1, trying to make a 2-set sweep out of the A-Division Championship. Freeman, though, going for 3 straight MUDECAS titles. Joust at the net. Thunderbirds got it. Lubin stuffed back. On we play. Lubin again with the top tip shot over the block. And then Johansson into the net from the back row.
Yeah, that was a smart shot there from Lubin. She didn't have a great angle, so swiped it off the block to keep the play going.
Timeout, Freeman, 16-14. We'll take a break here in set number 2 and come back to Beatrice after this.
Locally owned and operated since 1965, Brinkman's is committed to serving Southeast Nebraska. We deliver exceptional service from the moment you enter our showroom or visit our website throughout the life of your vehicle and beyond. For any service, parts, or vehicle purchases, we look forward to seeing you in our dealership in the near future. Go Thunderbirds!
Live from the Truman Center at SEC in Beatrice, the MUDECAS A-Division Volleyball Championship game on the JCC Striv Network. The Thunderbirds leading Freeman 16-14 and looking for a 2-set sweep. But this one's going down to the wire again.
I got a question for you, Eric. See our gentleman in yellow at the scores table?
Yes.
4 rows behind him in the white hat. Is that Jordan Larson sitting over there? Somebody told me she's in the crowd over there. Blue top, white hat, pulled down.
I need my binoculars. Cross-court pass. We'll find the governor here in a little bit. Unable to get to it, though, are the Thunderbirds. And a point for Freeman. They're back within 2. Back within 1 now as Rennie goes back to serve. Up top, whoa, what a block, but on we go. A good up there. Johansson gets a swing at it.
She's blocked right back. Weber and Johansson trade blocks on each other, right back and forth.
Near side, Lubin rolls it off the top of the block. Rennie from the back row, good up by Schmid. Tip shot. On we go. And the freshman terminates. Albersdorn puts it down for Freeman.
We're tied at 16. Reagan Rennie serving for Freeman as we're tied at 16. Lubin's going to swing from the left side. That ball was just wide. She's looking for a touch, not going to get the call. So attack error there. Lubin hits it just wide. She wanted the touch, didn't get it. Freeman retakes the lead, Rennie serving.
17-16, Freeman on top here in set number 2. Off the top, set it up for Lubin, pushes it near side, got it perfectly in the spot. No Falcon was close to that one, and a point for the Thunderbirds. We're tied up at 17.
Lubin's got 7 kills. It's going to send Reese Carter back to the service line. Reese is a sophomore for JCC.
Far side, or near side, wow, what a cross-court attack. The freshman coming alive, Brecken Albersdorn. Remember that one, folks. Woo. She is bad.
I cannot tell you how impressed I've been with her. She's actually leading the way. She's got 6 kills. Johansson has 5, and Rennie has 5 for the Falcons.
Balanced attack here in set number 2 Falcons need to win the set to extend the match. And an ace, miscommunication in the back row for the Thunderbirds, and a timeout for the Thunderbirds. Jordan Larson says, hey, that looks good if you're a Falcon fan. And the second timeout, or first timeout I should say, taken by JCC here in the second set. So let's keep it here while we talk about this thing, because back and forth we go. Little mini run right now though for Freeman, and a little out of sorts. Is a good timeout for Coach Hedger.
Yeah, I think so. You don't very often see the two leaders of JC, the two seniors, Beathy and Lubin, kind of looking at each other, and then neither one of them taking that ball. And I think Coach Hedger saw it was a time maybe just gather the troops. He hadn't used a timeout yet this set. And maybe he's just looking for the coach's spin on the server play going here. So both teams have used one timeout. JCC's up 1-0. They won the first set 26-24. Freeman with a 2-point lead here as we approach the red zone in set 2.
And back to serve is Addison Kostanek, a senior libero, in the white jersey for Freeman, as the Thunderbirds of Johnson County Central try to close this out in 2 sets, but of course we are playing the best of 3. JCC won the first set 26-24. Beathy from the back row rolls one over, good dig up, opportunity, little tip shot, and JCC in the net. It was Wellensek.
Yep, Wellensek was in the net there on that attack by Harms, so give Harms the kill. And Freeman with their biggest lead of this set at 3.
Yeah, this feels like a mountain right now.
It does.
It's a 3-point set right now. Kostanek with a bunch of spins, and then off we go. Lubin blocked at the net. Schmid gets an up, though. Tip shot there from Weber. On we go. Back row attack for Rennie. Schmid can't get to it. Point Falcons.
And give Harms a little bit of credit there for getting that first tip up on the Freeman side.
And a timeout for Coach Hedger and the Thunderbirds. All the momentum on the girls in blue as we see this tip one more time. And Schmid couldn't quite get to it. We'll step aside and we'll come back in set 2 from the MUDECAS A Championship.
You've got enough to worry about. Let us take care of your seed. Rank Seed.
Thank you to Rank Seed and all of the advertising partners on the JCC Striv channel. Thunderbirds down 4 here in set number 2. The Freeman Falcons looking to extend this match to a 3rd and decisive set. And they're doing it right now from the service line and Addison Kostanek. As Beathy on the serve receive, she will get a back row attack and into the net. That one goes. Hasn't had a swing for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that may have been a play drawn up in the timeout, but it just, the first contact wasn't great. The set was a little off, so it just didn't work out. If you're a Freeman fan, you got to be loving a 5-point lead here in set 2.
Biggest lead for either squad, I think, at either point, at a point in any of the sets so far.
Harms just keeps it alive. Smart play.
Lubin goes for the punch shot and does punch it right down the line on Shiloh Wallman. And for it not being like a big swing and attack.
She's kind of mastered that, getting it out of her hand quick enough that she doesn't get called for a lift, because it's really just kind of a push shot.
Left side attack, Beathy got it down. Important point for JCC, back within 3.
Well, if you were a Freeman fan, you had to love they got Johansson set there, but JCC finally able to get a dig on her.
Yep. Good up on the serve receive. Johansson off the top. Beathy digs it up. Beathy on the attack. Gets it pushed up there by Wallman. And cross court off the block. Oh,
Freeman wanting a touch. They're not going to get it. The call is out.
The call is out off of Freeman.
I couldn't tell if there was a touch, but Freeman.
Let's see if we see it here on the replay. Get up and, well, we don't have a good.
But the Freeman player sure acted like there was a touch.
Oh, I thought there was in real time, but, well, that's, again, the best way to answer is to just make sure you get one emphatically, and that is Alicia Johansson doing the honors. And Freeman is 2 away from forcing a third set.
So Albers, Dorn, Johansson, Rennie, all with 6 kills.
Beathy. Good up by Kostanek. On we go. Just a bump over, so free ball JCC. Oh, the pass wasn't great, but the play was awesome for Weber. I don't know, was that like that was like a fullback trap? You're thinking, oh, that didn't, oh no, it was great.
It was, snuck the fullback in on the counter play.
The set looked like it was falling
kind
away
of
out of bounds.
Set. Yeah. I don't think she had any choice but to try and get it to Weber, and they were able to make a connection.
Driving serve to the back row. Needing a point here is JCC. They will not get it. What a push all the way across the court.
I think that landed right on the line. I think 2-3 more inches and it's out, but Wallman placed it absolutely perfectly.
And now it's set point for Freeman, and it's Hayden Schaff on the serve. Joust at the net, quick set down for Rennie, and we'll go to the third. Reagan Rennie finishes it in the second set.
And I think you'll see Rennie going up against no block here, and that's just not going to work if you're trying to stop a good hitter with no blocker in front of her.
The block went for a joust with the set and was unsuccessful. So we go to the third set, all square at 1 from a raucous Truman Center in Beatrice. We'll be back right after this.
What scholarships are funded by the foundation?
The foundation funds 9 scholarships each year.
3 $1,000 scholarships to trade school applicants.
3 $1,000 scholarships to community college applicants.
3 $2,000 scholarships to 4-year college applicants.
The foundation also funds up to 2 Learn to Dream scholarships in partnership with Southeast Community College.
JCC seniors receive these applications in January and are due to the counselor's office by mid-March.
We would like to introduce our new state-of-the-art call center.
Press 1 for ultra-fast service. Press 3 to hear about our new account specials.
I'm sorry for your troubles today. It is very important to assist you as quickly as possible. Let me get you to a personal service specialist. What's your name again?
Hi, my name is Christy, and I've been told this is where I get help.
Hi, Christy. I've heard you've been having some trouble. What is your name again?
Christy.
At Tecumseh Federal Bank, you're not just an account number. Come and join the community.
This is a commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn. And we've been innovating ever since.
The one that started it all. The #1 seed to beat. The one for you.
In 2026, we celebrate a century of innovation. Plant the 100th season. Plant Pioneer.
Been a fun one tonight at the Truman Center in Beatrice. We go to the third set for this A-Division championship. Freeman is looking for their third straight MUDECAS title. JCC has just dropped their second set all year. Both sets dropped have been to these Freeman Falcons. Eric Algett, Scott Strock, and the rest of the JCC Striv crew on hand with you tonight. 9th year that JCC Striv has been a part of the MUDECAS Volleyball Tournament. We've kind of set up all over the place in this gym too, so I can tell you all the good spots. We got a good spot here, and if you got a seat, you got a good spot here tonight.
That's right. And boy, when Freeman went on a little run there at the end, the Freeman student section really showing out here in Beatrice.
JCC on the serve first. We might have to stand for this third set.
It's Lubin.
Lubin doing the honors. Set it up far side for Johansson. Gets it into the block. We'll get another crack at it over the top. Missed it wide. Point Thunderbirds.
Yeah, good block touch there that first time by Riley Wellensek, supported by Weber. Second time, I think Johansson tried to go high off hands and just missed him. Sent it long.
Freeman on the serve, receive. Johansson into the block and stuff back. Wellensek got it again.
She got up there and put it down since her second block kill tonight. She was sure excited about it. Thunderbirds off to a quick 2-0 lead here in set 3.
And a little more pep in the step coming out of this third set right now for JCC.
Another block from Wellensek, block touch.
Wellensek goes on the back set, and it's a beauty. Weber puts that one down. Got it right to the headshot of Wallman.
That's Weber's 5th kill. So on the JCC side, Beatty has 13, Lubin has 8, Weber with 5.
And Lubin again on the serve. A quick 3-0 start for the Thunderbirds. And that one misses long, 3-1.
So on the Freeman side, just to summarize, really balanced attack. Albersdorn has 6 kills, Johansson has 6, Rennie has 7.
And of course, you can't have all of those numbers without the setter who's serving right now, Aniston Bartunik. We don't get to say her name a lot very much when you're a setter, but she's done a really, really nice job tonight for Freeman. Ashley Beatty has also had a really nice game on her side of the net for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and Bartunik, she stepped in last year, and I'm going to miss it. I don't remember the name. Freeman's setter got hurt, and Bartunik stepped in as a freshman last year, and I thought she did an excellent job, and I'm not surprised she's having a really good sophomore season.
Quick set, Johansson, she loved it. Got a quick set from Bartunik, and as soon as she hit the floor, was like, yes, give me more of that. 4-2 Thunderbirds, but back-to-back points for the Falcons.
So it's going to be Hayden Schaaf back to serve.
And an overpass, but comes back on the Freeman side. Going up for that was Wallman trying to shove it back, but actually got out-jousted. Was that Wellensek that out-jousted her at the net? Wellensek out strong here in the third set.
Yeah, really strong net play from the JCC setter to start set 3. So Johansson checks back in after Schaaf served.
Far side, Rennie. And Rennie got underneath the net too much. We've seen that a couple times from Reagan. Just a little bit too much momentum. Can't quite get back soon enough to kind of give herself that chance to set.
Tight enough that her momentum just carries her, that she steps across the midline.
Service error, that one missed long for the Thunderbirds.
That's
Point
2
back.
in this set already for JCC.
At 2 of Freeman's 3 points then on service errors for the Thunderbirds. Otto back to serve for the Falcons. Drops a beauty in there for Schmid. Beatty left side.
Good block touch from Wallman.
And how about a little joust at the net? JCC does well just to get one over. Now near side. Wallman goes cross court. Missed everything though. And a point for Freeman.
How about Johansson stepping in to set that on the second contact for Wallman?
And it's Johansson that has a word.
She was asking on that earlier joust if the ball had got on the plane of that. She thought maybe Beatty reached over.
Oh.
And I think the official gave her a little signal like it was this much over the net, so it was legal.
Oh, miscommunication. Everybody looking at each other in the back row. Johansson and Rennie both say, oh, you got it. And it's a quick 5-point deficit for Freeman, and Coach Holland taking a timeout early in the third set. We will step aside as well. We will come back to Beatrice right after this on the JCC Striv Network.
This is a commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn. And we've been innovating ever since.
The one that started it all. The #1 seed to beat. The one for you.
In 2026, we celebrate a century of innovation. Plant the 100th season Plant Pioneer.
It is hard to beat good volleyball on any night in Nebraska, but especially on a Thursday night when it's the MUDECAS A Division Championship. JCC out quick here in this third set, up 8-3, and forcing an early timeout for the Freeman Falcons. Just one more for Freeman the rest of the way, but again, you take the timeout, you get the point no matter what. That has been the case, I think, in every timeout taken by both squads in this entire match, and I think in everything we've seen here tonight on all the games.
Three of Freeman's 4 points in this set, service errors from JCC.
And they give one back as well there from Shiloh Wallman.
And Eric, have we confirmed, is the governor in the house?
The governor is in the house. I did get the binoculars out, and yes, we did see her earlier.
I thought that was her.
Yep, Jordan Larson. Not a Freeman native, of course, not an Adams or Philly.
That shows you what a big game this is. She wants to see some good volleyball tonight.
And I think that's going to be 4 hits. It was against the Falcons. Rennie couldn't get that one over.
Because Jordan's a Hooper native, right?
Oh, yeah. Logan View Scribner Snyder High School.
Yep.
Hooper, Nebraska. Set it up far side for Otto. Good up from Schmidt in the back row to keep it alive. And then the push over. What hustle. Beautiful job there.
Free ball
by Kostanek. Set it up. Weber missed it long. Tried to go high hands and missed the hands that time.
How about the hustle by Kostanek, going deep and diving into the corner to get that ball up?
I mean, full extension, belly on the floor to get that one. Rennie on the serve for Freeman. And she missed one long. So some service errors both ways in the early going of this set.
2 for Freeman, 3 for JCC here in this third set. So Brecken Albers-Dorn is checked back into the front row for Freeman. Let's see if they can get her going again.
Far side, Johansson, touch, yes. Off the top of the block for JCC.
Yeah, I thought there was clearly a touch on that one. I wasn't sure. I was looking around to see who was going to make the call, but she got it.
Yep. Well, and I think our floor official caught it too.
Yep.
So Kostanek on the serve for Freeman. Drives that knuckleball, but too far. Actually needed to take a little bit of speed off that, and that knuckleball would have just dove right down. So 12-6 our score. JCC out well to start in this third set. Playing best of 3, so this is it for the MUDECAS Championship. And the joust at the net. Again, another net violation on the Falcons. All just kind of all out of sorts right now.
Yeah,
is
again,
Freeman.
Set was just a little too tight. Started with a good serve from Lubin.
Far side, that attack goes way long.
That was Harms.
From Harms, yeah. And now 14-6, just JCC.
If you're Coach Holland, you kind of got to be thinking, okay, when am I going to have to use that second timeout? Oh, and an ace. Probably
dropped
now.
in there, yeah, by Lubin. And there comes the timeout for Freeman coach Lexi Holland. All smiles on the Thunderbird side. A 9-point Thunderbird lead as we take a look at this. That ace right there again, just beautiful. Dropped it right in front of the back row. We'll step aside and come back to Beatrice after this. MUDECAS Volleyball Tournament, man, there have been some good wins over the years for these squads. Freeman looking for their 3rd straight You see that run for BDS, 4 in 6 years. There's a couple of state championships in that run for the Eagles as well. Diller Odell winning the COVID year and the year after with a couple of future college studs as well.
Yeah.
For the Griffins those couple of years. High-level volleyball and trying to get something back, and Alicia Johansson liked that one. And how about a kill coming out of the timeout by Coach? Well, it's worked every time.
And if you're a Falcon and you need a kill, you need a side out, you got to go to Johansson.
So, bit of a mountain to climb, though, if you're the Falcons, and that's not going to help as Aniston Bartunik
I think
fires
Lubin
long.
changed her mind 3 times on whether she was going to try and take it. Hands up, no down, up, down, nope.
Right away, oh yeah.
Yep, and then made the right call. And Freeman really can't afford any more of that if they're gonna rebound in this set.
Yeah, you really got to, at this point, you got to be almost mistake-free. And that's not gonna. That's another miss hit that just goes long, and it almost looks like the legs have kind of gone away from Freeman just a touch now.
It's kind of gotten a little contagious.
Yep.
I hate to say the yips word, but you kind of get that impression that just things are a little out of kilter. And we've got a new player checking in. That's Alexander checking in for Freeman, number 11.
And that pass got way too close to the net. Good job just to keep it alive, but then Beatty able to finish that one off.
Well, and that's only Beatty's second kill this set, and JCC has an 11-point lead.
Right, and she hasn't had hardly any attempts either because Freeman has made so many mistakes.
They have this set.
Weber on the serve. Far side, the left-handed shot from Alexander, so there's a changeup from Coach Holland. There's a lefty over there on the left side.
Blocked back by Beatty that time. Johansson's going to try and keep it alive. Oh, good hustle.
Lubin will get it over.
On.
On we go. Harms takes that swing. Quick dump. Oh, what a play again by Kostanek. Kept it alive. I don't think that one ever cleared the net. Oh, we had
they're saying 4 contacts. I thought JCC had a touch on that block, but they're saying 4 contacts. Boy, it's going to be a shame if they end up having an inadvertent whistle.
I actually thought it didn't clear the net.
Oh, okay.
So you had touch. I did not, and
replay.
We're going to replay. Probably the best officiating you could do there because clearly
I think
that
the 2 officials might have even had different calls.
I think they did. Well, we're sitting next to each other and had different calls, and they're both looking right down the line at it. And
that's
they
too
had
far
different
outside.
Calls. No doubt, catching the back line was Beatty.
That's kill number 16 for Ashley. Thunderbirds stretch their lead out to 12. And Coach Holland, who's out of timeouts, is trying to slow this game down even with just some substitutions now. She's going to bring in, that's number 1, I believe.
Grace Menzel comes into the lineup.
So you may see some of this in and out because Freeman doesn't use a ton of subs normally, so she's got subs to use.
Good up there by Carter, and it ends up in another JCC point. Just whatever JCC throws up right now is going down good for the Thunderbirds.
And I will say the one thing I think JCC has turned up the service pressure this third set. Well, if you're a Thunderbird fan, you might be able to start warming up the idea of celebrating a championship.
Beatty.
Smart.
Yes. It's almost like you could see that as soon as the set was going to Beatty, you were like, well, yeah.
Yep.
Point. That air of inevitability right now is thick in the Truman Center.
It is.
21-7.
And that fickle little mistress called momentum is all on one side of the net.
Yes. Beatty tip. I think she was. Oh, no.
But they
Freeman
were
was in the net
first. I think they both were. I think Freeman was first. So Beatty will get a kill on that. That's 19. So she's at slightly above. She averages 6 kills a set. She's at 19. We're late in set 3.
All JCC, the coronation of the Thunderbirds coming up.
I'll bet she gets another swing. Oh, they set the middle.
Just a push to the back, but still out of system for the Falcons. Opportunity Thunderbirds. Beatty, big swing.
Beatty with 20 kills.
And our score is 23-7.
I would not have ever seen this coming.
No. I'm not even sure what the run is, but it's tremendous right now, right?
Yeah. Weber's been serving for a while. Oh.
And got another one, and this is now match point JCC.
Thunderbird fans on their feet. I bet Beatty gets a swing for it.
From the left, no doubt, the Thunderbirds are the queens of the MUDECAS A Division in 2025. 25-7 in that third set.
Wow.
After the first 3 sets went 26-24, 21-25, nobody saw 25-7 in the third set coming.
Well, if you're a Thunderbird fan, you liked the fact that it was relatively low-stress third set. If you're a Freeman fan, a lot to like in those first 2 sets.
Right.
As we mentioned earlier in our second game, not every night's going to be your night. Freeman showed us what they're capable of during 2 sets. Things just went a little off the rails in set 3.
Right. It was 6-3 at one point in that third set.
Yeah.
And the final count is 25-7. Just a remarkable third set put up there by JCC. Plenty of errors for Freeman, but JCC took advantage of every opportunity. And when they started to get some of those tip shots that were falling for points, the out of system, just kind of flip it back over your head and it was going down. It just, like I said, that air of inevitability just felt like, man, there's not much Freeman could do at this point.
No.
So the players right now receiving their MUDECAS runner-up medals for Coach Holland and the Falcons.
Why don't we go ahead and run through a few stats while they're doing this, because then they'll probably announce the all-tournament team.
Yes.
So let's go to the Freeman side. So 2023 Division A champs, 2024 Division A champs, 2025 Division A runner-up. Still a pretty good run for those juniors and seniors on that Falcons side. So kills-wise, Johansson ended up leading the way. She had 9. Reagan Rennie had 7, and then the freshman, Brecken Albers-Dorn, had 6. And I know I said it a few times, I can't tell you how impressed I was with how she played tonight in a big match. Shiloh Wallman had 2, Addie Otto had 2, Aniston Bartunik had 2. Otto also dropped in a couple of aces. Wallman added a couple of blocks. On the Thunderbird side, leading the way, I know at one point late in that set, I told you, well, I think when JCC got their 18th point, I told you that was Beatty's first kill of the third set.
Yeah.
And she ended up with 8 kills in the third set.
Right. Got them all at the end there,
all
didn't
at the end. So she ended up with 21 kills. Lubin had 8, Weber with 5, Bobadilla with 1, Wellensek had a kill. Wellensek also had a couple blocks, as did Weber. And I think Wellensek's play at the net to start that third set really got things off to a good start for the Thunderbirds.
You almost wonder if she played so well at the net, if that was just like Freeman going, wow, now what do we do?
Right.
Because that really had not happened in the first 2 sets at all. Yeah.
At all. Yeah, she had a block touch, a block kill, and another block touch right out of the gate. So
just really good stuff from Wellensek. And again, congratulations to JCC getting their medals right now. First MUDECAS A Division championship since 2008. They went back-to-back in 07 and 08.
7 and 8.
And but the first one in the A Division since 2008. That's some good stuff there. And of course, Marcus has all of that pre-planned out with the graphics and everything. Do we have the wireless?
Marcus is looking to see if he's got the wireless. I'll go track down Coach Hedger after this.
Or we could just have Coach Hedger
see if he'd come over and join us.
Just
Maybe that's what I'll do after they're done with the awards. So once again,
Yeah, we'll wait. It'll be a little bit before we get to Coach Hedger.
We'll see if we can track him down after they announce the all-tournament teams and everything else.
Ashley Beathy has her gold medal. And now the plaque for the Thunderbirds.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, that's been a while coming. And you've seen a gradual turnaround since Coach Hedger and Coach Franklin took over at JCC about 6 years ago. It's been a gradual climb. You know, they've been in a district final the last 3 years. They've been in the A division the last 4 or 5 years. And that's just something that there was about a run of about 10 years where JCC wasn't in those situations.
Right. Yeah, it's been fun to kind of be along with this. Again, I'm eternally grateful for Marcus to invite me over and kind of be part of this MUDECAS tournament. You know, we did it for basketball that first year. I believe it was in January of 2017 was the first time we did the basketball tournament on Striv, and then that fall we did the volleyball tournament as well. So 9, almost 10 years now that we've been doing this stuff, and so you're right. It's been very interesting to kind of watch the programs. You know, you showed the graphic with BDS and all their run, Diller Odell on their back-to-back. And, there was a run there when BDS is winning MUDECAS, and then I'd see him again 3 weeks later at CRC as well. They're one of those dual conference enrollments there.
So I think they're in – sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, Eric.
No, I was just saying.
I think they're doing the honorable mention right now, and then in a minute they'll be giving us there's the all-tournament team.
Ashley Beathy got all-tournament. How about that?
Surprise.
Did you see that coming?
Couldn't imagine. Alicia Johansson, another shocker. I'm guessing you'll also hear Harley Lubin's name.
I would guess Lubin and
then how about Hazy?
Oh, yeah, Hazy. Addison Bartunik.
That would have been my other guess. There's Hazy
of EMF.
And then maybe Hoshi or Clark. Elena
Kopp from Tri-County.
The libero.
Yep.
Libero. Okay, I'm going to see if I can track down Coach Hedger. I'll be right back.
All right, so while Mr. Doc Strock, right, tries and gets Coach Hedger real quick, we'll see if we can't get. We've got Karen on that near camera. We might need to get her. We'll get scooted out here just a little bit. John, why don't we take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll try to get Coach Hedger maybe right after the team photo coming up here in just a minute.
Locally owned and operated since 1965, Brinkman's is committed to serving Southeast Nebraska. We deliver exceptional service from the moment you enter our showroom or visit our website throughout the life of your vehicle and beyond. For any service, parts, or vehicle purchases, we look forward to seeing you in our dealership in the near future. Go Thunderbirds!
Back here in Beatrice, the Thunderbirds are champions of the MUDECAS A Division. Long time coming, since 2008. First time it has happened for JCC. They were close last year against these Falcons, but they put it away emphatically in that third set. The set scores, JCC wins it 26-24, 21-25, and then 25-7 in that third set. I'm going to give up my headset for Coach, so we need a camera pointing down here so that Scott can talk to Coach.
Well, Coach, first, congratulations.
Thank you.
Made things interesting there. The second set got a little nervous, but boy, came out strong in set 3.
First set was nervous too.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a 2-point lead into the 20s there in that first set. You guys were able to rally.
Yeah.
Senior leadership kind of pulled some things together.
Yeah.
So, first A Division championship since the Thunderbirds went back-to-back in 2007 and 2008.
Oh, wow.
How are you guys feeling about that?
I mean, it's crazy. I'm kind of emotional thinking about our first year here. We made it to the B Division championship and won that. And that was 7 years ago, and that was such a huge deal then. So to be in the A Division and to win is just a huge relief. I just feel like they've worked so hard for this, and I'm just so proud of them. So yeah, it's a big milestone.
I was just talking to Eric before you got over here, as someone who's been following JCC sports and volleyball for the last 15 years or so. I said you could just tell, starting 7 years ago, Coach Hedger and Coach Franklin got here, we weren't really in the best place. We'd kind of been relegated to the lower section even of the B division.
Yeah.
And it's been, I said what you just said, it's been a climb. Upper seed in the B division, a B division final, then getting into the A division, kind of that was a big deal to start with.
Yeah.
Then a better seed, then an A division final.
Yeah.
And now a championship, Coach.
Yeah. It feels so good, and I'm so proud of them. And it really does takes years to build that. And it's been a lot of effort from, Ashley Beathy was a manager our first year here, and her older sister Carrie was on the team. And I remember her in the gym, and she just had the worst arm swing ever. And working with her when she was in 6th grade. So I don't think people sometimes realize how much effort goes into be at this level and to win these matches. And these girls have put in a lot of work, and I'm really proud of them.
And the other thing I would say is an A division championship is always going to be exciting. But you kind of vanquished a nemesis, a team that's kind of been a bugaboo for JCC for a number of years.
Oh, yeah.
Freeman is never going to make anything easy.
No.
And if you were going to get one, you got to feel happy about getting it on against a really good Freeman team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, last year we played them 4 times. We lost to them at MUDECAS in regular season and then beat them in the conference championship, and that was great. But then we lost to them to make it to state last year. So definitely some eagerness to get some wins against them and to have 2 wins against them this year. I mean, they're a good team, and they know what they're doing. So.
And I told them JCC's dropped 2 sets, 1 to Freeman each time they played.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 sets you guys have lost this
Yeah.
year. I was telling Eric at the top of the broadcast, this is the 9th time JCC and Freeman have played in the last 2.5 seasons.
Yes.
And who knows, another one may be coming in an
Yeah.
ECNC tournament. Could
Correct.
be 10 times in 3 seasons, and
Yep.
then who knows what the postseason brings. But
Exactly.
Coach, proud of you, proud of the team.
Thank you.
Celebrate. It's been
Thank
a
you,
long
Scott.
time coming.
Yeah.
And you made Thunderbird Nation proud tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks again, Coach.
Yep.
All right. Well, Eric, another tremendous MUDECAS tournament.
Always fun.
Never disappoints.
No, never does. And, SCC is a very gracious host, and it's always fun when the crowd really fills in here and gets loud.
Great student section
Replays,
tonight.
yeah.
The Freeman student section was loud and proud.
So we'll take a look at some of these highlights as you see the set scores. The defense, especially that third set, man, the defense was just so good for JCC. And you see some of these blocks right out of the gate. Welensek was just awesome, especially early on in that set.
She really was. And I had mentioned there late, too, I thought JCC also turned up their service pressure. They had 3 early service errors in that third set, didn't have another one the rest of the set.
Right. Yeah, well, when it was 6-4, I think maybe they had 3 of those points were errors.
Exactly.
So, at the same time, you're getting points if you're Freeman, but you're not doing anything to get them. And that could still feel like a slow start if you're the Falcons too. So, just awesome stuff tonight for JCC. Congrats on the A Division Championship. Congrats to all the teams. If you're playing on Thursday, you're playing during the broadcast window, if you will, for JCC's Striv, then you've done something right. So, always a ton of fun. Scott, thank you so much for jumping on the mic with me, sharing some time. I do appreciate it.
It was a blast.
You and John got famous in March with the Norris the Haymarket Heave.
Norris Pius game.
That was awesome. So happy that you guys could join that. Marcus Shear, I will never tell anybody a bad thing about Marcus. If there is not a guy that cares more about the product that his kids can put out than what Marcus does, and
Absolutely.
You guys are very, very lucky to have him at JCC.
Lucky is the right word, and I remind him of that and never let him forget how happy we are to have him around.
Yeah. So with that, my name is Eric Olga. Thank you so much for joining us tonight from Beatrice. We'll see you back here in January for the MUDECAS basketball tournaments. Until then, good night from the Truman Center.
Locally owned and operated since 1965, Brinkman's is committed to serving Southeast Nebraska. We deliver exceptional service from the moment you enter our showroom or visit our website throughout the life of your vehicle and beyond. For any service, parts, or vehicle purchases, we look forward to seeing you in our dealership in the near future. Go Thunderbirds!
What scholarships are funded by the foundation?
The foundation funds 9 scholarships each year.
3 $1,000 scholarships to trade school applicants.
3 $1,000 scholarships to community college applicants.
3 $2,000 scholarships to four-year college applicants.
The foundation also funds up to 2 Learn to Dream scholarships in partnership with Southeast Community College.
JCC seniors receive these applications in January and are due to the counselor's office by mid-March.